Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let me make sure all systems are go. And yeah, let's get it. Let's see what we have going on for today. Happy today is Wednesday. And start off with the calendar here as usual. Let's see, Wednesday, bit of meetings later, but that's like between session. We have meeting minutes late. So pretty clean day in terms of the news front here. Nothing really during session, between or after session. So that's quite nice. Actually going to be interesting what the FOMC say about interest rates and this tariffs and stuff. So let's have a look at what price is doing. Start off on the daily time frame on gold. We are closing bearish after the downside movement due to these tariffs news here. 4-hour time frame is also closing bearish, leaving us a bearish session bias today. Looking at 1-hour time frame here, we have created a support here a little bit lower. We are clean candles below that support. It's going to be the same support on 15 as well. So I think we removed this previous 4-hour and just mark the 1-hour, as we're not going to be trading until this little zone here. So let's go ahead and move this down and put this as 1-hour support. There we go. Now looking at potential sells down to here. 13 pips, not really enough. Sells below, we have this wick here. Did the wick tap this type of structure here? Let's mark this 15, and then the next support is, can put a little box. It's actually a little bit before the 4-hour support, looks something like that. And then if we have a look, no, not yet. So we have this room below this 1-hour support for sells, about a 37-38 pip range here. And that's the plan for sells, is going to be initially below here. If we do create some sort of pullback and then fake out back below this range, we could also sell back down towards the lows. But for now, looking for continuation trades as we are closer towards the bottom of the range. So let's see how, let's see what ends up happening with that. Moving on to DAX here. So for DAX today, looking at the daily time frame, good close on the daily, bullish close. We are getting close towards our major daily resistance here. DR, let's mark that. So this is our major daily resistance, close to a daily all-time high close. Also our weekly resistance sitting there. 4-hour time frame is bullish bias. We did close slightly above. We have this previous 4-hour which we tapped yesterday, got a rejection from that before, and then we have our current 4-hour. We have a 4-hour support here. 4S. I'll just leave this line here. I just want to see what this is. Actually, I can see that already on lower time frame. 1-hour time frame, okay, looks like that. Previous 4-hour just sitting there. We can use that as a watch. We have crossed through it. Above that is clean. Here's our 30. Let's see, our 15 is the same. Yes. So buys above there do make sense. Let's just have a look what business we have here towards the left. We have this wick here to fill, and then we have this previous resistance here that we can just mark P15 just to see. Normally we can fill that wick. So we have the wick to fill, so I'm not too worried about it, but I do want to leave it on just to have it as a watch. So if I start to see things rejecting there, I know what it's rejecting. And quite a few rejections in the past, so I just want to see what happens there. Otherwise, we're looking pretty okay to get that continuation above. Now, question is, can I buy back up to this daily flip line is the question here. Some sort of change of structure. What is 5 saying at the moment? Let's see how this hour closes in about 5 minutes. That will give us some good information. If the hour ends up 5 minutes just dumping and closing below support, not going to be good for buys. So I want to wait for this 1 hour close. I'm kind of noticing a bit of low volume in the range for now. So I wouldn't mind seeing a little liquidity grab, retest of that 4 hour support, then getting above here on 5 to take that buy. That would be a better buy for me. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with that, and then take it from there. So yeah, I think this will be fine. I want to see the 5 minute actually here, how the 5 minute looks in this zone here. Let's go see the 5. Yeah, pretty clean on the 5 there. Yeah. So let's have a look at GJ as well today. For GJ, we have here on the daily time frame, beautiful daily close here. We went above this resistance, but not the major resistance. We're popping into a very special zone on GJ. We could start to break out. it is up to GJ now to see if it wants to reject and take out these highs, grab liquidity and start to fail. If not, we should have continuation, and especially if this daily candle closes above, will be something new, and we could see that that continuation. 4-hour time frame is closing bullish, full bullish bias as well on GJ here. Now what's interesting is the 4-hour is a confirmed breakout candle. We have just broken the highs. So for me, GJ is a buy today, especially above that 1-hour resistance. See where I got that 1-hour resistance from. So we've tapped it with a wick here. It's coming from this one here. I think above there will be better. I'm trying to think, can I trade to it? Yeah, I prefer to trade above it, to be honest. So literally a breakout trade today on GJ to get to 200. 200 key level is going to be the shot. If we can trade back up, I'll look for deeper pullbacks first. So I want to see a pullback all the way down back into daily resistance, or maybe at least to 642. If I see a pullback back into 642, I can look for buys back up. It's like a 14 pip range. If not, I'll be looking for a candle to close above here and rip a breakout trade, to be honest. Long time since I've taken a breakout trade, but we have a lot of higher time frame confirmation. Would be worth a shot there. Would be worth a shot. Even if it doesn't work out, I don't mind, because I'm happy to give that type of shot an opportunity. I know GJ can be sometimes inconsistent this year, but whenever we get an opportunity like this where I see 4-hour breakout, daily breakout, it is at least worth a shot. You don't really get these opportunities all the time. GJ's been ranging the majority of the year, which possibly could start to fail here, right? We could see this just be the top of the range. We tap the top of the range and that's it. Bye bye GJ. We start to go down. But with tariff negotiations and stuff like that, we can see this breakout workout. So that's the plan on GJ. Looking for buys, plan on gold, and plan on DAX. So let's see what ends up happening today. I would love to see DAX close bearish, next candle close bullish, then close below, instead of this just straight 5 pushing down like this. And especially this big 1-hour candle like that, right? We've already had to move down 40 pips here. So to get another 30 pips straight, we need heavy volume. So I prefer to see some sort of structure formed. So we'll see how this closes in 1 minute. It is possible for it to close below in the next minute, but I wouldn't mind some pullbacks. So yeah, let's see what happens today. That is the plan. Pretty straightforward plans today on all pairs, to be honest. And hopefully we just get that continuation outside of the ranges. Literally, if the pairs get outside the ranges today, should be quite nice. Should be quite nice, and then we see what ends up happening with that. And yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. And leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. Get the likes up to 100. I would appreciate that. We call it the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Do the YouTube business. And yeah. Is a 1 hour a little lower? I don't have that 1 hour, man. I'm not sure. Oh, a 30. Let's see your 30. Yeah, this little 30 here. We could use this as a watch. Honestly, we had these double wicks now. We don't have to be too worried, but yeah, we'll use it as a watch for sure. See on 5, it's not there on 5, right? No. But yeah, we can use it as a watch. Because maybe we rejected off this time, so we just, it's good to keep it on, but I won't let it put you off a trade if we close below here, especially when you have room. Now, if we close right at it, that actually starts to become a little bit of a complex situation. Will be dependent on how much structure we have before. So yeah, close bearish here. How did 1 hour close? Close bearish on 1 hour. That's good. We have structure on 1 hour. Need a bottom wick on GJ. Let's see how DAX closed here, the 1 hour as well. So the 1 hour ended up closing a little bit more weaker. Yeah, nice. So yeah, that's nice close on the 1 hour. Slowly gonna make its way hopefully to the top of the range. I'm more inclined to take a breakout on DAX because I'm seeing the range be low volume. Let me just see on broker how it's looking on lower time frame, like 1 minute and stuff. I'll be able to see how the volume is in the range. Yeah, fully chopped, man. Fully chopped in the range here. So we need some volume to come back in, and that's why I prefer the breakout instead of trying to diddle in the range. But we're seeing some nice volume come in. Hopefully this can start to push towards the top of the range, and then we deal with that there. So yeah, let's get it, guys. And yeah, please pray for us here in Kenya, where young people are getting killed. Oh, shout out, not shout out, I don't know what's the word. My heart goes out, not shout out. My heart goes out to you guys. I shouldn't shout out that. That's not a good thing, but my heart goes out to you guys. Don't know why what's happening there, but unfortunately that shout out, yeah, it's a bit crazy, man, a bit crazy, but just habits, man. Yeah, pretty funny though, not gonna lie, but it's not funny what's happening there. Let's find out what's happening there. Actually, I'm interested now. Let's see. Anti-government. Yeah, but they're protesting, man. They shouldn't protest, right? It's I mean, it's like a double-edged sword, right? You put yourself at risk. But yeah, I hope everything gets fixed. It was pretty funny, man, but yeah, we have to keep it chill. Honest mistake. Remember, guys, we're still aiming for that 700 viewers. 700 viewers giveaway. So leave a like, support, and do whatever you can. And once we reach that, I wonder what we will hit first. What will we hit first? Will we hit 700 viewers first or 100k subscribers? If we hit both at the same time, that would be cool. But that's an expensive day for me. Harry, is it okay to post our journal from the people who host xauusd somewhere? Yeah, man, of course, man. Why you even need to ask? Just instead ask me where to post it. I think you should post it. Where should we post it? Where should we post it? Journals is personal journals, so I want to leave that separate. I think that should go in. Man, it needs to have a section there. Probably resources, bro. I think resources is gonna be a good one. I think resources. Post it in resources. You have no access to the what channels you don't have access? You do have access to the resources channel. One of you have the useful resources or resources. One of the you do have definitely have access there. Even useful resources? I'm sure in useful resources you have it. Do you like that idea? Of course. Okay, I'll give you access for your resources. There you go. Yes, it's a good idea. Best part about the like button, it's free, no excuse for pressing. I appreciate the support, brother. The president is overtaxing and abduction hiring going. Yeah, it's a problem, man. You know, obviously government, you know, can be very controversial. Politics, man. Never discuss religion and politics. It's what my grandma told me. Honestly. It's good advice. I've never got anywhere discussing that. Let's see this 1530 slightly lower. Yeah, I'm looking at this wick fill, man. You know how Dax likes to wick fill, Joe. So this is what I'm looking at. I know there is a little bit this slightly lower one here. We could put a box actually. But look how many times this wick through, like once here, then we just wick through again. But we can't put a box, who knows? We can be safe rather than sorry. Doesn't take any effort to put a box. Hey, I'm about to pass my phase 1 of my funded account. 8.5% just watching your free YouTube stream daily. You are the best, thanks. Amazing, man. I remember you in the exclusive as well, so I don't forget that stuff. I know who comes in and who goes out. Hopefully now that funded will help you gather the funds you mentioned. So that's cool. 8.5%, pretty close. Now don't rush to finish, huh? It's a very common mistake. You're like 8.5%. I just need 1.5 trades or one more trade to pass, and then you push that trade, and then you're back down, and then you start to try get back up, and then you end up failing your challenge. The best thing is just to do what you have been doing. All right, we're going the wrong way. I want to be going up on DAX, to be honest. This is good for gold. I wanted to see this, but we want it to close a little bit weaker than the next one close below. But we want this structure anyways. Catch up on GJ. I mean, today is a day where every single pair has a range. So as long as we get out the range today, we have ranges on every single pair. So every single pair would have to not do anything today for us not to get a trade. That means GJ would have to range, DAX would have to range, or pull back and be counter bias, and gold would have to range. Or just blast through the zone like a piece of shit. But then it's not an entry then. This shit is live? No, it's pre-recorded. This is, you are watching the future right now. What is his name? This is Peter, bro. This is Peter. I'm gonna join the group ASAP. I wanna pay 3 months or a whole year soon. Yeah, you're more than welcome to, whatever you're comfortable with. I hold no one hostage. That's one of the beautiful things of the group, is I allow it to be a monthly. So if you don't vibe with me, if you don't like the way I teach, if you don't like my strategy, then you can move on, right? That's the best thing. Can you make sure that the markets don't move? My main computer is updating. Okay. Well, maybe that's the catalyst, right? Because you know there's a spy. There's a spy in the group, and if he hears that now, he's going to make sure it moves. Anyone took setup 5 on DAX? That was before the open. Make the call. Well, I'm just requesting for price to get out the range. That whatever call I'm making, that's my request. I really don't want DAX to break down, because to break down here is all counter bias, and I'm not looking for counter bias today, especially with 4-hour break of structure and daily bullish close. But I do understand we are at top of range, so if it does want to pull back from here, I can't blame it. I can't blame it. Hey, from good USA, where are you from? I live in Dubai, bro. How you seem to be in a great mood today? Every day I'm in a different mood. I'm never in a bad mood though. Sometimes I'm tired. That's different. I don't let myself be in a bad mood the whole time. Because one thing I learned, and this helps a lot, is during a day, you can have periods of the day where you're in a bad mood, but don't let that period ruin your whole day. I've got so much shit done by just adopting that mindset. It's hard, but it helps so much. And don't worry if you don't feel happy every single day. It's not reality. Like, it's totally fine. Especially in a journey like this, right? Trading is hard, guys. Trading is hard, but we want to make it as easy as possible. And that's why we just follow a simple strategy. We do simple things on a daily basis. If we try and make it complex, we're just making it harder for ourselves, and it's just going to be, you know, it's going to be difficult. It seems you got good sleep and wake up energized. Just focus, man. Just focus. I like to see the ranges today. That excites me. Whenever I wake up to the charts and I see gold has a selling range, I see GJ having a big range, I see DAX having a range, it excites me. It's much better to waking up to the charts and Asian session has ripped 200 pips And then you have to sit through London session trying to navigate that. That's like, okay, that's going to be more difficult. It's been 2 weeks that I sit on the whole London session and it hasn't given me a single setup. I journal you German 30 because I'm new on that pair. That's fine. Yeah, a lot of my trade setups. I mean, what are you trading? That's my question. Because since you haven't got a setup during London, what pairs are you trading? Hyped to wake up and see the ranges. I know, right? Gold and GJ. Well, GJ, definitely difficult pair, man. Gold as well in London has not been very exciting. So, you know, DAX has been a little bit of a performer during London. But like you said, you've been journaling DAX, which I have respect for you in that, huh? Not just jumping in for no reason. You want to learn it, you want to study it first and then implement it. That's a win in my books, man. I have great admiration for you, the way you keep being enthusiastic about the charts after so many years. Yeah, I mean, you have to be. Like, I'm excited when there's an opportunity to do better every day, make money. I mean, it's just, you passionate about it, you know? When you have something you trust and something that's tested over a long period of time, it kind of gives you that comfort, you know? Like, I'm not new. I've tested this, the way I trade, through many different conditions, many different periods, and that kind of brings me comfort. Ever since props started to shut down in USA, I switched to futures, but I still trade FX through other offshore scumbags. Yeah, I'm mainly on indices and commodities myself. My main pairs are DAX and gold. Now I look at GJ on the side. So you can trade gold on futures though, right? Obviously you can. So you can trade with us with futures. Do you use a Whoop band to track sleep? No, I'm old fashioned. I'm on the Fitbit, man. And the only reason I'm on the Fitbit is that I like to see my steps and I like to see the time. When is DAX volume gonna come again on winter? No. I mean, it's just like summers are not typically slow. The last 2 years summers have been better than winters. This winter was very good. If you look at January, February performance, March performance, very strong performance. So for it to calm down for a month with there being global tensions and all of that is fine, but the tariffs should start to kick it off again. Once this tariff news starts to come, we should start to get a bit more excitement. We'll see this close here in about 50 seconds. How deep is it gonna close? 5-minute structure is there. 15-minute no structure, but you know, we'll have to see how this closes. The only thing I worry about is lack of volume. It's not a one-to-one to get back to that 15. So we'll have to see a top wick here. I do like the 5-minute structure. That is nice. So that gives me more confidence we have that. Obviously, we want it to close below. So we'll see in about 18 seconds how it ends up closing. I prefer if it closes below the 5-minute as well. It's a little bit way better if that can happen, to be honest. Alright, so I'd like to see a little bit of a steeper top wick here, just to give us some more volume. Do not have a 30-minute close, previous 1 hour close bearish there. 5-minute now making top wick. So let's see the stop here. Stop loss is, final stop loss is 33 pips for 30 pips to here. So yeah, a little bit under, but we could expect volume if it comes through and we watch this watch zone. So give it a shot here, break of lows. Good top wick now. It's the liquidity we need. And this is what I wanted to see first. If it was that small top wick and broke it, I thought you preferred 30-minute or 1 hour close below in London for gold. No, that's just a separate. If you just want to use those closes, you can just trade gold like that. I mean, this is the same setup one. I would have preferred there to be 15 structure to make this perfect A+, but the 5-minute structure helps a lot. DAX range is bad. Yeah, DAX needs to get back in the range. What steps you went? 15 stops, no? Setup 1. Because we have that key level there and 5-minute structure. I feel like putting it higher than that is just not going to optimize for risk to reward. It probably won't even be worth taking the trade if we want to put it higher. Ten pip jump, yeah. That's why break of lows will save us here. Spread trigger, no chance, bro. It's just really... We're actually right at a little 30 notch on IC. I still think volume can push through. Let me see. We didn't have that notch. Good shout. Let's see where that notch is on IC. I need to mark it. Yeah. If we're entering break of low, it might. Thing is, that's 3 wicks now crossed through it. That's 3 wicks now crossed through it. It could be an issue, but I really think with this first 15 closing below, depends how this 5 closes. 5 close strong bullish, we could look for a next 5 closing below that. So it's basically where this line is here. Isn't that 15-minute? Yeah, I have it there as a watch zone, so we're going to see if it reacts off it or not. Yeah, pretty strong 5-minute close here, huh? So I'm trying to think. I probably want another 5 closing below. I think that's going to be better in this scenario here. That's going to be better in that scenario. But I just, you know, I don't want to overcomplicate it as well. So I'm just going to be on standby to just see how price action forms. Sometimes we can just see, like, if I'm seeing good signs of sell pressure coming in, then I probably will just take it same break of low. But for now, I'm going to be on standby. So I'm not going to have a sell stop there, but I will consider still selling the lows if I just see some, you know, nice way that the 1 minute forms and stuff like that, you know. Especially if this 5-minute closes below, I'll be satisfied with that as well. Basically, what I want to see is I want to see the reaction from here. I want to see how price reacts at the support. Does it bounce up or no? But just be on standby. This is what I want to see here. Yeah, this is the reaction I want to see. Yep. So yeah, if it does break the low, I will give it a shot. I'm seeing some nice reaction, so it has no reason to break the low if it wants to reject now. If it wanted to break the low, it should have broken the low, then rejected. If it's rejecting now, then I can save me from that. If it's gonna be like 1 minute for the 5 to close, then I'm just gonna wait for the 5 to close. And if I miss it in that 1 minute, I miss it. Just sometimes how that works, but I rather just have that confirmation instead of getting triggered and then the 5 closes above. But if we do break the low after all this bouncing, I would expect it to give at least some sort of a push, right? All right, that broke the low on my broker there. Oops, wrong way. So I'm in this, pushing down. Nice. Let's see if we can get to that support and see what happens at that support. Then watch it from there. So we did tap this support here. I want to see if we can push through it. This 5 minute closes in 2 minutes. So I want to see if we can close below in 2 minutes. We need to close below this support. See if we have the volume for that. Right, we close right at. I have no bottom wick on my broker at the moment here. So I want to at least let the 5 minute make a bottom wick. And then I can make a decision from there. Ideally, I want to break the lows. Once we break the lows, if we come back to entry, I could even consider closing half if we're going to reject that zone. Okay, so we broke the lows there. That is nice. I can manage stops now above this 5-minute as well. Hopefully we can get some volume in here. Is this camera frozen? Has to be frozen, mate. Pretty much clean. $15 hasn't had a pullback for a while, so we kind of need some volume right now. So that we can just get to TP. It's a lot to ask, but to hold a pullback through this could be pretty tough. Coming close to entry. I want to see how this 1 minute close. I might manage at entry. Because to hold a 30-minute top wick can be very tough. Alright, I'm gonna close out that entry here, just if this, okay, yeah. That tapped me out at entry. You can hold for this bottom wick, but I closed out at entry there. That's where, like, I know on here you have a little bit of room, but this is respecting that 5-minute support. So I have to manage here at entry. That's my personal choice. I know I could have hold maybe a little bit more, but for me, the risk is that we're respecting this support, man. Not 15-minute closed above it, 30-minute closed above it. I mean, you could just break even here as well like this and see if you can get a bit of a push. That's another option as well. But for me, that being at entry, it's very, very, very tough. So I just close at entry, a little bit in profit compared to my entry. But yeah, I just don't know if I trust to hold this when everything's closing above the support here. So just close at entry, manage the position. Just playing it a bit safe. So that's it. So out B for myself here, and that's the decision I made. I know I can hold, but the issue I have is 15 no pullback and everything closed above support. So technically, like based on technical analysis, I have to make the smarter decision. And for some reason, this looks different than the broker. Like broker is almost back at entry again. This is like, I don't know, 5 pips, 6 pips in profit. Look, it even closed above this 30 notch as well. I mean, we do have the wick to fill, but it's just probabilities, man. So close to our entry. That's my decision. So break even trade, lose nothing, make nothing. That's how we want to do it, right? So that was the decision there. I'm happy with that. And yeah. We can look for another entry if a 5-minute candle closes below here, though. I feel like we could try another entry. Smaller stops as well. We'll see in 2 minutes. We'll see in 2 minutes. But that was first shot of the day. Playing it safe. Just wish we had a bit more volume to give us a deeper push so we can survive this pullback. But I don't mind taking tons of break-evens until I get a clean win. I mean, it's a good position. Push nice to begin with, just lacking continuation. I'm in 7 break-even streak. Hit 1 more win. You're in profit, bro. Check that out. And I want to know the data. How many of those would have hit SL? How many one of those would have hit TP? That's more important. Half, yeah, okay. same statistics. Volume won't hit till NYSE. No, we get London on London volume as well. I'm looking at this 5-minute though. That's something I might be interested in if this 5-minute can close below. And I can run stops something like this. 21 points for 21. At least this will give me confirmation. The still thing I don't like is we've had no 15 close below and we've had no 30 close below. But I could try that as well. That is one more option. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I just haven't looked at it. I've been concentrating on this trade. What's happening with it? Let's have a look at it. This is closing 28 seconds though. I'd prefer above this, obviously. Yeah, DAX could also set up here as well. 30 close bull. I just fear DAX in the range could be a little slow. Let me bring gold on second monitor. Gold rejecting last few seconds. So that's super interesting to see that rejection last few seconds. Definitely not the close I'm looking for a 5-minute setup. It's still closing below. Same thing happened on DAX here. We didn't close above. GJ is just ranging now. But volume could come in towards London Open. So let's have a look. I don't like how these 15s are getting weaker now. It would be beautiful for this 15 to close bullish, next one close below. I wish we didn't have this notch here, man. It's would have been way easier to hold this. Hi, I'm happy with your trade management. I'm new here. Can I see why I have always lost? Yeah, show me your trades, bro. Let's have a look. What's happening? Or at least one of your trades you want to discuss. Oh, you can see why you always lose. Okay, okay, I get it. Sorry, I thought you said, can you see why I've lost? My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, it's just like, you know, when we have a support there, we can't really ignore it if we're reacting at it. That's the main thing in today's lesson, is that we had a support, we allow ourselves to trade to it. We struggle a bit at it, we're cautious, we then push through, and now everything closes above. 5-minute closes bullish above, 15-minute closes above, 30-minute closes above. So in what world, using probabilities, can I ignore that? The only way I can ignore that is if I just accept full SL today. But I don't want to accept full SL because I'm trying to bag a win. So I can use my advantage, take an advantage in the market and just be like, hey, I'm going to move break even and avoid all this drawdown here. Because otherwise I'd be holding drawdown here and I'm like, I should have maybe closed. It starts to become a difficult situation. $418 and only 101 likes. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, leave a like. Good management. We avoided all this drawdown here. And yeah, I count that as a win in my books. Anytime I can avoid, I'm not scared of drawdown, but anytime I can avoid probabilities, that's a better word. I like to use this. Anytime I can avoid probabilities in a trade changing, I will always do that because probabilities changed. How? Through technical analysis. So make sure you're using the value that I am giving on stream, because that will save you, right? I went to break even as soon as we have a few pips in. I gave myself a bit more room. I was watching what lower time frame. The key that did it for me is this one candle here. This one candle told me a big part of the story. Big part of the story of what gold might want to do. Because if this didn't happen, not rejected, close above the watch zone that we had there. And this was also the 30-minute close. So 30-minute close above, 15 closed above, and the 5-minute closing bullish with rejection. Does it look good to hold? No, it's changing a few things here. So now we're starting. So that's kind of like the catalyst. And look how nasty gold is. All the people who don't care about higher time frame, all my lower time frame sellers, they probably get involved in sells. Remember how I said this 5-minute didn't close nicely? Rejecting, not the 5-minute close I want to see. It literally triggered everyone into sells right there. That breaking the low just triggered everyone into sells. And now they're in heavy drawdown. So let's see. The good thing is, if this 15-minute can close bullish in 5 minutes, that is a good sign. The next 15-minute candle closing below here, that's my bread and butter. So that's what I'll be looking for. That's what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for this 15 to close bullish, next one close below, and then I'll be happy to give that a shot. I closed gold when it came back second time to break even. Yep, that's if you've, I like that you followed your plan, and that's good. I think break even was a smart decision here. It still can work out. It could create a resistance here and play out, but we don't know that. It, like the same way I said it could reject and stop us out, the same way it can continue down. But we're playing 50-50 at that point. Look at this. This would have been stop loss, no? I'm going to count this as a correct BE because I did move my stop loss lower as well. But whenever I see this amount of rejection, for me, it's a correct break even as well. Because this is like super close to original stops. And if I was in this position now, I would be extremely unhappy, especially that I had the decision to go break even. What on earth did GJ look like this morning? Bro, it looked great, but look what it's doing, man. It's just like London. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, we have amazing LTA here. If this breaks out today, man, it's a great trade. Like, it's such a beautiful zone here to the left. But we just need some volume to come through. Like, it's just dead for now. I made 21 USD at break even. I made 10. Do you still trade on NY? Yes, we trade on NY every single day. Guys can show you what goes on in the exclusive in NY. Yesterday we had the live room as well, so live trading during NY. The guys hop in. They took DAX here. They took DAX buys. That was nice. I agreed with that position. I was looking as well USD JPY. Set up 3 there and set up 1. There was 2 setups there on USD JPY. So 2 trades yesterday in NY options. And I was looking for, I'll show you which one I was looking for. I had my plans. Oh yeah, I'm showing the wrong place, sorry. I was looking for this on US 30 for some nice buys above here on US 30. So yep, every day NY session. NY session is more active. We've been having NY session more active. Because we've had more volume. We've had more volume in NY. So since we've had more volume in NY, it's been more active. I won't look for gold sells now, literally selling the bottom rather than wait for it to get into premium and sell. Well, what if we didn't have the chance to get into premium? What if it's like yesterday? Are you gonna wait for premium all yesterday? Right? It's all a plan. If your plan is to wait for premiums, then you can miss pushes like this. If your plan is to wait for breakouts and wait for continuation trades, then you can wait for that as well. Both is valid. It's just your plan, whatever plan you want to follow. Sorry. Also, guys, day after tomorrow, I will be taking my summer vacation. Streams will stop for 1 week. I'm announcing this so you guys don't see what happens. I mean, you'll see stream stop and you'll be like, oh, what happened? Just taking a summer vacation. And yeah, I will still be trading though, just not on YouTube. I'll be trading mostly when I trade with the guys, with the boys, yes. We'll host in the morning? I hope so. I will be updating on my Instagram, different things I'm looking at and stuff like that. So make sure you are following me on Instagram. Who's this person? Is there girls on the group? Yeah, we have a few girls in the group, man. That's my Instagram. Make sure you drop me a follow. Why all of a sudden people asking 2 or 3 times if there's girls in the group? Is the group closed? So the group will be for next week free. So if you join the group, you get 1 week free to your membership. I've never done this. But I'm doing it because also I'm having a vacation, but group will run as normal. You also get that week free. So I'm closing it today because from tomorrow will be the last day. Could you say the boys all the time? Yeah, it's just a saying, like the boys, right? So yeah, the group will remain open, and then from tomorrow. So if you want a week free to your membership, which I never do, makes it even cheaper, You can join now. It's your last chance. A lot of good results we've been seeing. A lot of guys killing it. I love the collaboration we've been seeing. Yesterday they killed it in NY. So that's it. If you don't want to take the advantage of having something for free for a week, then don't. Continue trying on your own. And I wish you the best. That's what I can offer. Yeah, boys, we killing it. Let's go. Let's go. We'll see. We'll see this month who's going to be on the billboard of passing a funded challenge. We will see. We will see. We need to also calculate, guys, in the group how many challenges we've passed, and then we can calculate how much the group is funded. Moritz is coming close. Damn. We will see. We will see. If we get a... okay, yeah. I hope we do. I hope we do. I hope you get a 5% week, because that means I'll get some good cooking there as well. Pay for some of this. So yeah. Vacation from Friday? Yes. Like asset management under TS exclusive? Yes, that's exactly what we want. Yesterday I got 1.8% in UJ. Yeah, I saw you send it in chat, man. Great trade. Great trade you took yesterday. Great trade. All right, let's go back to DAX, see what DAX is doing. A little update on that. 5 close above here, I do think would be a shot. I'm just worried about this previous here, but we don't have it. We do have it also on 15. So how much do I trust that wick? Let's draw a box there and have a look at the 1 minute. Above that, I'm comfortable. Looks barcoding? It does. It's a small range as well. Oh yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new website layout. Oh, GJ finally waking up. 11 minutes for the 15. So let's see this 15 close in 11 minutes. We don't have any other close. We do have a 1 hour kind of setup here, but that, oh, hours, okay, that's sick. That's very, very nice. Save us from GJ. Just joined a buy for gold? Not yet, not yet. Do you think I should go long? Not yet. Wait for the setups. I don't know what you're asking long to go on. Check out new website layout. I removed the free one. I put it the free content into free resources because people were joining the free, not the exclusive, and thinking that's the exclusive. Can you believe that? To be honest, those people don't deserve to be in the exclusive, but literally they join the free and then they message and say, bro, I thought your exclusive group has a lot more. I don't see your live trading. I don't see this. I don't see that. It's like, you didn't pay $1, bro. Ah, man, I don't know, man. Internet, I just don't know. Even DAX woke up as well. Last minute, that 5 closed above and gapped up. Super hard to catch that one. Open, gapped up. Poop. On broker, I have gap up. How much is it to join exclusive group? It is $1.8 a day or $55 a month. And that's with everything. Live trading, London, NY, weekly webinars, and a full course I have there as well. So you literally get everything. I put WAP to charge me every month, so I don't know about the free week. So how it works is you get credited the free week. So it will not charge you. You'll get charged 1 week after when you signed up. Bro, that's cheap. Yeah, man. I don't rip people off. I don't rip people off. So if you join the group, you're gonna get, even if you join today, you get the free week credited towards your subscription. You'll see. You'll get a message from WAP saying you've been credited X days. Good community of guys as well, and ladies now, I have to say, because people are telling me. So we might actually break out of the range here, which is pretty nice. What the hell, guys, join up. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. You should come vibe with us in Zoom, man. Literally a no-brainer. I try and make it like that, man. Hi, I joined exclusive for that special part we talked about on stream. Which special part we talked about on stream? Oh, he actually joined. It's him. Oh, welcome, bro. Welcome. Oil. Imagine he's joined for oil. It's not ICT, man. This is the guy who says I must be inclined to be reclined, bro. This is Mr. Recline. He's here now. He's joined the bright side. Wow. Your trading knowledge is academic? What do you mean by academic? What do you mean, is it academic? When did I start the exclusive? I started it in 2 years ago. Two years and a bit. That's him? Yes, that's him. That's him. That's him. How's GJ doing? Ooh. I'll have to send him a package of oil. What do you want? 0W40, 10W50, Castrol. Let's see. Olive oil. DAX breakout maybe. Liquid moly, yes, as well. Racing 10W60, sure it holds the way. Yeah, 10W60 what I have in my patrol, but Porsche actually needs special oil. I think there's 0W40. They use 0W40. Yep, 0W40, I am correct. Mobile one. If you track your car, sometimes you need to keep oil by standby. GJ's going nuts. Relax. 5 minutes, bro. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Relax, GJ. Just relax, you know. How many liter for Porsche? Oil? So you can never fully drain the oil when you service a Porsche. So only 50% of the oil comes out when you service a Porsche. GT car. Because of the way they built the engine. The engine is a dry sump. So it doesn't actually hold oil in its sump. It holds oil in a container, and there's pumps to take it out and pump it back in the engine. Because when you're cornering and there's heavy G-force, if all the oil gets sloshed to the side, it's not going to be efficient in lubricating the engine. So it has 7 oil pumps, 7 oil gatherers, and then it's a dry sump system. You learn from a person who studied trading on university? No, I learned through University of Candles, bro. Dry sumps are better as a whole? Yeah, that's what they use in all the race cars. Totally correct. You know? Because that's how engines get worn out, is when they starve oil. Right? Starving oil would be high RPM, stuff like that. Or maybe this doesn't even close above after all this drama. I'm going to uni for financial markets in September. Yeah, just be careful what course you're taking. What's the highest speed you attained? It would be on track. Whatever you get on the straight. Man knows his engines? Oh yeah, bro. Full engine addict. Was building one when I was younger. I built my engine. I didn't build my engine in my car, but you know, I designed and what parts I wanted and stuff. Also, the GT3 has a very interesting head, but we won't go into details. How's your Barra going? It's not a Barra engine, it's a TB48, but I know you guys put Barras in them. It is not a... I've blown one up. I still have the Patrol, yeah, but it's the TB48, not the Barra engine. Double check on DAX here. Oh, wow. Which one do we pick? DAX breakout? Well, DAX we can't because it's open. So, But what if this pushes down first? Even with open, I choose DAX? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if it uses... Oh, look at GJ. Damn, GJ is totally, really... You know? 15 would do the job? Yeah, it's 15, 1 hour 30. It's a lot of candles. GJ is going back to sleep. It is going back to sleep. Where would you put stops on DAX? Wherever that bottom wick comes. That's the only way you enter, is with that steep bottom wick if it closes above. So you'd get the close above, you'd wait for that open to grab liquidity, and wherever that open wick is where you would put your stop. Yo, I think they use a GT3 in the starting scene from the F1. They are amazing on track. Very aggressive though. Not on open, because the open normally, once it makes a low, if it reflips, you should get a push. It's just, do you get that? So, need to be on standby in case that happens. Problem is you need to calculate on the fly here. You need to calculate on the fly. See DAX here, DAX. Roughly what will... Do you like this modification? That's the RS. And DAX closing below. So hopefully the open comes down, create structure, and then we can take buys above. That is the hope. Don't go up! No! No! It can leave a wick though, it can leave a wick. And that's to like ruin my LTA, bro. So, but it can leave a wick. I've seen that happen before. You want to see how fun GJ is as well? Look at GJ. What a great pair these days. What? It literally was there. Where does it end up? Exactly where it opened. You know how many people FOMO entered up here? Breakout, breakout. Destination fucked. Look at DAX. I don't know if I want to. Why you make me do that, bro? I wish we had that deep bottom wick or something like that. That sucks that it's happening on the open, man, because this is a clean breakout, bro. Daily resistance was target today. All good. That's actually one downside of opens, is that they can eat up your range. If that setup 5 didn't gap up, we'd be eating. Yeah, imagine how nice that would be. Massive gap up. It also just failed to close below that 5, but that was nice. Such a weird one. It's a pretty big gap up. I don't think you can enter that. You would be entered like super late. "30 minutes before NYSE? Yes. I watched it push so fast, 100% slip? Yes. I saw it as well on my other monitor. This is what happened yesterday, and then yesterday went down, but we're not mixed bias today. I wonder what we can do today. But no, it didn't go fully down. Then it started to create supports and try one more upside. Let's see, let's see. I entered when I got the 5-minute wick and push. Bro, be careful. That was open, man. I don't recommend that. You got lucky today, but not long term, huh? That's like, I don't know how you got that. Nothing closed above on 5. Nothing closed above on 1 hour even. Nothing closed above on 15, 30. Can't repeat that. Even 1 minute, bro. You didn't even have a 1 minute close. Imagine this shit came all the way down. Oof. Be cooked. What about setup 2 on gold, guys? We made a lower low. If we form a setup 2, it's also a possibility. Setup 2 on gold. So last 3 days, London Open opened up. Yes. Yes, it did. Then it retraced heavy and then tried to bounce as well. I wonder what would have happened if I buy stopped this high here. We still have target at daily resistance. So as if we don't tap daily resistance, we can still trade to there. Let's just have a look at some of these zones here. Wow, we are clean to daily resistance. That's interesting. We have this 5. I wonder if we close below in 19 seconds. Yeah, do not share charts, guys, that don't make any sense, that no one understands. No point. No one will understand, nor does it achieve anything for anyone. We don't want that. If you are going to, then please do a proper markup explaining why, what was the reasoning. Like, that's a rule. If I need to bring back that rule, I will. If you're going to send a chart, that's something that you've tried today, that you follow, and you just want to share it and share your reasoning, fine. But you need to share why, what was the reason behind it, What's your data on that? Needs to be a full explanation. So you need to take 5-10 minutes, mark up everything, not just send in something. Very, very important for that. Then people can decide if they like that value or not. What's above the daily resistance? We have these big wicks. I want to see what that is on 4 hour. Why is bro looking at GT3 RSs, bro? Your favorite car is now 10% less. That's not a bad price, actually. Is it new or does it have kilometers on this one? Problem is everyone has this spec, this with the blue one. It's a very common spec. 2 years warranty, so it's not, it's European spec. Looks scam? No, it's still, can you believe it's still more expensive than, he's used the car, it's second hand, and it's more expensive than he bought it for. He would have bought it, he's making a $30,000 profit on that car after using it. And a lot of ranges here, bro. How? You can't simply go in and buy these cars. Like, I wish I could have bought mine directly from Porsche, but they don't give you allocation. You need to spend maybe like $1 million at the dealership. Once you spend $1 million at the dealership, then they'll consider giving you allocation. Otherwise, they don't. Is DAX in NY can work? Yep. This is the trade they took yesterday in NY session on DAX. This trade here we got. Close above the range. Nice one. This previous 5-minute support is a problem, but it wasn't there on some of their brokers. Why? It's a reason to hold. 4 hour no bottom wick. Once it breaks the high, you can go break even. Once it breaks this high or this high as well. Those were kind of the plans. Uh-oh, camera's dead. Thank you, camera. Thank you very much, camera. You've been very good. That's a very good thing, camera. You don't see Bentleys at every stoplight in Dubai. No, that's not true. There's not, like, if I go out in my car, I don't see tons of supercars on the road. What you do see a shit ton of is G-Wagons, bro. A lot of people here have G-Wagons. And that sucks because I really like G-Wagons. But they're not worth the price. Do you ever thought of buying it? Well, it's not worth the price, man. I would like to see what you talk about this losing trade I took. Oops, it just skipped it. Let me get back to that. I felt I've been finding quite good results with UJ even during London, hence why I took the trade. I was hoping extremely bullish bias. I could go B at 1 hour. And let's have a look, man. So you took this, set up 2 here, and you wanted to go B at 1 hour. So one issue, as a setup, it's perfect. But one issue is the 1 hour was already tapped. So let's go have a deeper look before I give any more. But that is one initial issue. So let me see this 1 hour. So there's no previous 1 hour. This was the 1 hour here, right? Previous, and then we had one here. And then that was the retest there. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we didn't tap it, so that's not an issue. And then we got this change of structure. At the time, bullish bias, big clean LTA. Good trade, man. I don't really think you can change much about this, unfortunately. Just decided not to play out today. Perfect retest, nice rejection from there. Especially when this shit closes above again. Should give you confidence. I would say not to target the 1 hour. I would change it to target this. I would change it to target this instead first. If it rejected from there and you lost, that's why. But otherwise, man, it's a good trade. It just didn't work out today. It's kind of like a setup 4 as well, right? Close back in the range, close back out. This is good. It's just some weird strength in the yen came, man. You know, everything was looking bullish. We had GJ looking bullish as well. Where are you going on vacation, Harry? Follow me on Instagram. You'll see all the details. You'll see all the details on Instagram. We're going to Magaluf. No, I'm joking. We're going to Ibiza. IBFA. Oi, oi. Shagaloof. Gonna hit up DC10 and Pasha. Let's spend vacation together, dear. Fuck you, bro. Who are you? Why do I want to go on vacation with you? Joking. Going for fishing and camping, bro. I love fishing, bro. Enjoy. Will you share your entry? We just took an entry, man. We took an entry on gold. You can see the journal, exclamation journal in chat. You can see the entry we took today. Ended up break even. But it was a good break even. TS made up in Ibiza. Nah, man. We do somewhere better, bro. Somewhere better. Sep 2 on gold, I'm looking at it. I don't think it's... Your Addo get banned because you use the F word? Man, come on, man. If there's going to be some sort of stuff like this. Bro, where do you fish in Dubai? At the club? I didn't say what type of fishing, man. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. No, we do fish. And I used to travel as well to fish as well. And we did fish in Dubai. You fish from the shore, bro. Shore fishing, boat fishing. If you have a good boat, you can... there's some nice kingfish, man. There's fishing in Fujairah. So actually, I'll show you this on a map. Let me show you on a map. I need to not dox my location as well. Otherwise, we get some weirdos showing up to the crib. We don't need that. So, this is Dubai here. And if you drive, this is about a 2-hour drive. If you drive to this area right here, this is called Fujairah. You can actually fish this, right? And this is the part of the Gulf of Oman, right? So there's some good fishing here. It's not the same sea as this, right? So there's some good fishing here. And then if you want some amazing fishing, you take a 1-hour flight to Oman, and then you fish here. Now, one of my favorite trips I used to do, this was my favorite trips, is I used to go to this little island here. This is called Masira Island. And this island is like Mars. There's nothing on this island. And you go kite surf here, man. Amazing wind on this island. Insane. And you have the whole island to yourself, basically. You have the whole beach to yourself. And you can rent little villas there. So, yeah. There's also good fishing in Abu Dhabi as well. Out here. There's some really nice fishing here. And if you can get a boat, you can go out into the Persian Gulf as well. So there's good fishing around, bro. Dubai, it's just been fished out a bit, man. It's been fished out. What do you do with the fish after you've gone fishing? Depends. Give it away if it's too much. And then keep one for myself. If it's a fish that I just enjoy, like a queenfish. I don't like to eat queenfish. So I just put it back, man. A lot of catch and release. What's the biggest fish you caught? GT, giant trevally. I went GT fishing in Tanzania. That was some great fishing there. Yep, some sick stuff there. What rod and reel do you have? I have a few setups, man. A few setups. Depending. Was a racing fish? No, GT stands for giant trevally. Yo, bro. Fish. Oh. Sounds good. Gold is pumping. It is pumping here a little bit. But again, I'm bearish bias on gold, so I have to stick to bias. I'll send a photo of the eats after the gym. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it. I have seen GT fish at the aquarium. Yeah, you do it from jigging. So you, in Tanzania, basically what we do, yeah, this is the one. Basically what happens is it looks like this. So they have a trench. I think I forgot the name of the trench, but it's a trench and you get all type of fish. So you come with your boat. This is my boat with your little engine. Won't let me draw properly today. Right? Here's your boat. And you drop a line in this trench. And then you start jigging aggressively. Up, 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 up. And you can get these. And you can get these. So it's really, really, really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. Yeah, this is a giant trevally. Great fighting fish, man. Heavy weight. Very powerful. And in Dubai from the shore, I caught a queenfish. I can show you the queenfish. This was the one of the biggest catch I have from shore. And this is just like local shore. Not even somewhere like far. I hope I have the photos too. I've been fishing from young age. Right now in my camera roll, I just checked. I have a picture of me and my father when we were fishing. To find this fish. I'll show you this fish. This is a fish. This was pretty good size. This is called a queen fish. I caught it on a jig just from the shore here. So this was a good size. How did you eat it? I released that. I released this fish. I don't like queen fish. Not good eating. Fox racing gloves. Yeah, man. I didn't buy fishing gloves. Use my old motocross gloves. Much better. So that was a good fish. Look at the size of the jig. Just a small jig. Just used a small jig to catch that. Look how good my FG knot is, man. Look how good my FG knot is. So this was a good catch, man. Floater or sinker? Jig, man. 20-gram jig. Mizuchi jig, that's the name of the jig. Those are really good. Those are really good. They're called Mizuchi jigs. Also, tomorrow, guys, we'll be doing a small giveaway just before I head off. So we're going to give away tomorrow one spot in the exclusive. So be sure to show up to tomorrow's stream. Just help everyone out. If you're in the exclusive, you can apply and you get a month free. You get a month free. Took a wick fill. Oh, that's one that I won't do once we tap daily resistance. Could be risky. Especially you have a lot of things against you. Why did you consider that 30-minute support a watch zone earlier? It wasn't behind anything. It was there. You don't see it? Let me show you to it. Check this out. See? Right here. Oh, why is it just a watch zone, not a full support? Yeah, good question. Because of these wicks crossing through it. So I tried to look for the wick fill. So once we cross through it once, it kind of says, okay, it's weaker. Plus, it's a one candle support, but still means we need to keep it as a watch. It's not a giveaway. It's a trial. It's a giveaway. I'm giving you that away for free. It's not a trial. You get the whole month for free. You don't pay. So it's not a trial. So yeah, I think for DAX now, we can, I don't know if I want to buy these highs right now into daily resistance. I don't think that's a smart idea for 8 pips. Above daily resistance, I'm interested. But yesterday we started ranging during this, so this will be very interesting to see if that ends up happening again. I think it was a good shot on gold today. I'm happy with the way I managed it. Good trade today, guys. Obviously not where we wanted it to reach. We saw in that trade a total of 15 pips, actually more, 16 pips. So enough to call it a YouTube win. If people are closing, I'm close half at 16 pips, guys, and then I can call it a win. But you know, that's not my way. And good management, good lesson in management. Happy with that. Gonna catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Have a good rest of your day, and we're gonna kill it in NY session here, boys. So let's see what NY session brings. And any plans now I have above daily resistance I need. So I might take DAX if this volume continues, but I need above daily resistance. We're getting into a pretty choppy zone. I need to be above daily resistance. So appreciate you all. And yeah, do you have stats on this strategy for NY session? It's actually higher win rate, but I don't want you to be fooled by that because I take less trades in NY, because if I trade in London, I don't always trade myself in NY. I only share trades that I take. So it will be the same if I trade the same amount in NY, it will be the same results. But recently, NY has been a banger. I'm actually 100% win rate from last month and this month on NY. So haven't lost yet. Hopefully that doesn't change today. So appreciate you all. Take care and hopefully catch you guys very soon. All right. Peace.